This is the story of my first Disney cruise. It was Mary Catherine's second. We stayed at a Cape Canaveral Hilton and ate at a dock restaurant called Fish Lips so we could see the ships leaving port. We were lucky enough to see Disney's newest ship, the Adventure. It's Disney's largest ship, and it left Cape Canaveral traveling through the Panama Canal to L.A., then to its permanent home in Singapore. Isn't she a beaut, Clark? To the port, then it's time to board the Fantasy.
Shook, like shook.
Shook?
Yep.
Ready, excited.
Disney Fantasy, please welcome the Soup Family. Disney Fantasy, please welcome aboard the Schwab.
Our first lunch on board was at Animator's Palace. Here we are walking towards it and waiting. We had a great wait staff for our rotational dining with Fazal, Edwin, and Tree. Now let's take a tour of the room. Okay, this is a tour of cabin 9064. And here on the right as we come in, it's very narrow, we have our closets, life jackets, another closet, life jackets. Okay. To the left, Disney has a split bathroom. So this is the toilet and sink. And then over here is another sink and a shower. And we got a nice tub. I mean, it's small, but it's not the round tub that you see on some Disney ships, so it's usable. And we go in here to the right, and a little cupboard, I guess, place for your cups and some storage. We have a bed here, looks like a queen bed or close to a queen. Adjoining door, which we don't have anyone traveling with us, so we won't be using. We have a nice couch. I believe that would make into a bed. So this could actually have 3 people sleeping here, actually 4, because there's a pull down bunk up above. And then we have a decent sized TV for this room and more storage. And then out here we have our veranda. We have 2 chairs, a table, Mary Catherine, and our view at Port Canaveral Dock. This is Emer, our room steward. He was fantastic, and he gifted us wonderful towel animals nightly. Mary Catherine decorated our door with up-theme magnets. She was touched over the comments that she received from fellow cruisers about the door. She was also excited for all the pixie dusting gifts that they left at our door. Now to the castaway party and the view of the Space Center as we leave Port Canaveral. The next morning we arrived at Nassau. We docked with 3 other cruise lines there. We walked around the port area for about an hour, then we decided to get back on the Fantasy to take advantage of the lesser crowds. There's the beautiful Fantasy. And here's the beautiful Mary Catherine. Walking in Nassau. Back on the ship, we played a little golf. We tried a little shuffleboard, and we just did some general exploring.
Okay.
And oh yeah, I rode the aqueduct too. Aqualab for little ones. We saw Broadway-style shows like Aladdin, Frozen, and Believe. Then we explored on deck at night. The next morning we docked at Lookout Cay. It was so pretty, and the water is so blue. We spent some time on the beach, a little bit of time in the ocean, and witnessed the Junkaroo Parade with Mickey and the crew. And then we walked the nature trail to the lighthouse. balcony, we watched the crew on the island wave goodbye to us. We dressed for Pirates Night, and then we watched the rain-soaked show and the fireworks at sea. Then we wrapped our cruise up with room service Mickey Bar.